to say it's hard not to get caught up in the emotion, and
Absolutely.
then you're asking these guys to 2 seconds after they're taking that in to dance.
Yeah. But it can
Wow.
be very, very powerful watching a package like this, and then the energy in the ballroom just going, boom. And then all eyes are on them, and she has the power to turn that emotion and run with it and make that into the most spectacular dance. Because when you have that behind you, you can make it an amazing dance.
Have you, not to even go there, but have you seen someone where the emotion gets too much and,
Oh, yes,
and it kind of falls over?
Absolutely.
Never quite fall over, but you
Never
can
quite
certainly
fall
see
over.
that it's kind of overwhelmed them.
It used to affect Bill Engvall a lot. When my first partner, seasons ago, if he would hear an interview of his wife being interviewed, if he could hear it before he danced, it would make him tear up, and then he would have to very quickly bring it back for the dance. But it would noticeably affect him.
And you'd have to then,
you
very...
just have to go, come on, Argentine tango, get back into it, back into it.
And that's, as much as it is, it's one foot in front of the other, it's one dance, and then move on to the next week. I know that you've got to take off, you're going down.
I do, I've got a number
right
after this, so I'm excited.
Emma's going to be out there dancing, okay?
See
So
you guys
wave,
later.
you can kind of see, I promise you she's
wave.
waving.
You guys,
And yeah, such insight there, I guess, to what goes on behind the scenes here on the show. And it's so incredible to have Emma here to kind of give us to let us know and give us that indication of what the pros have to do to keep the celebrities from getting overwhelmed. And we just heard from Tara there, she's really talking about just not being a blubbering mess in the face of having to do a dance that's dedicated. And it's such an important story that she's telling, I think, probably for the first time here tonight. So many times over the years, this week of the show, we learned things about these celebrities that we never knew. They were in no books or websites. For the very first time, we're I guess, learning a side of them that they're not even sure they wanted to share. But I think when they do, they open themselves up and make themselves vulnerable. And I think that's what people love, is to really get a sense of who these celebs are. And we have all sorts of fantastic people up here on Dancing with the Stars, All Access. And right now we're going to be joined by one of the stars of one of our favorite ABC shows. And it gives me great pleasure to welcome from Once Upon a Time, Karen David, how are you? Mwah, mwah. I got you a bedazzled set here. We turned the lights on just in case, so we wanted to see you. It is bling. We gave you the bling mask. First of all, welcome to All Access.
Thank you so
And you picked an incredible week to come. Because this is the week that you get to learn something about these celebs that you really didn't know. I mean, we all know the sportsman or we know the actress, but we're getting to see these incredible emotional stories. I mean, when you think about putting yourself in that situation, and it doesn't have to be the dark part of it, but it's something inside you where you don't really share it in a public domain, and then having to dance, I mean, how scary does that make you feel?
It's so beautiful and so vulnerable. I mean, I was so teary sitting out there with my mum and just listening to these stories and the courage and just, you know, bringing that beautiful vulnerability and the enthusiasm for, you know, the beautiful dances that they are. It's just so amazing.
And even sharing tonight with your mum is just a cool thing. I mean,
well, it's my mum's birthday week, so she was coming to visit me over here in LA, and I had a few days off from Once Upon a Time, so I thought, I want to bring her to see Dancing with the Stars, and she's so excited. It's made her whole year.
Yeah, I know. My parents went as well. When they come into town, this is the first stop that they want to go to. And it really is. Look, it's an incredible experience to be here. You mentioned the show, the fantastic show that you're on. You, of course, play Jasmine on the show. Which means you've got Jafar. Look, I once played Jafar. Look, there, that's me. Can you see? So I'm always looking for new opportunities. I mean, what do you think of my Jafar? I mean, it's pretty.
You give good Jafar.
Sometimes they put me in silly costumes. You see, I don't know why.
But you're rocking it. I mean, you look amazing.
Yeah.
I think you should come on to the show.
Really? A guest spot? You can make that happen.
You can ride on the magic
Well,
carpet.
look, if I come on your show, you'll have to come on our show. Would you do this Dancing with the Stars? I mean, come on.
I would love to if they have the patience for me. You know.
Yeah, I think
to the right.
Yeah,
to the left.
I think it's one of those things that you have no idea how you're going to go until you go. You know what I mean?
I can't even imagine what must go on in their heads just about, you know, just as they're going on to perform in front of millions and millions of people.
For the very first time, even someone like Vanilla Ice, who I thought would be, I'm fine, I've danced my whole life. He was like, I can't, it is so much work.
Yeah.
It is so much harder than you think. And that's why that feeling of family is so important
and
here.
you can feel it. You can
Absolutely.
feel the camaraderie and all that, and the energy, and everyone's so supportive, even within the audience and everything. Everyone's cheering for each other. It's such a great atmosphere.
Well, look, working on the show that you work on, how do you put your spin on something that is so well known, that people really have such a fondness with? In so many ways, that's got to be a bit scary itself, right?
It's petrifying. You know, Jasmine is such a beloved and iconic character. And, you know, I told the fans when the announcement came out, you know, I don't take it lightly, and it's such an honor to play Jasmine, and I only hope that I do her justice and make all the fans happy.
Yeah, well, look, I mean, the fans love it. They love you. Look, there's a lot of support, I think. Yeah, look, we've got an air horn guy.
Yeah.
We've got an air horn player. He's here somewhere. He just comes out sometimes. It gets a little crazy. Who are you throwing your support behind? I mean, I know it's hard at this point of the competition to come and actually say, look, that's who I would love to see win this.
Oh my
because we
gosh.
have so many people and so many great stories. I mean, you look at Laurie, of course, incredible.
Yeah.
Then you look at Tara, incredible. Such stories of, I don't know, just their spirit that they bring to the show.
This is, and I promise you, it's not me copping out. It's just seeing even the first few performances now. All of them are so special. They bring their individuality and their stamp to what there's something so special about each of the contestants. So I'm finding it really hard.
Yes.
I just want all of them to win. Can't they all win?
Well, look, I mean, it's hard. You're allowed to vote 12 times, I think.
Am I? That's
yeah,
good to know.
so everyone
Good
is.
to know.
So you can kind of spread the wealth a little bit, right?
That's what I tend to do.
That's smart play, you know. Then you're kind of not backing anyone, but you're kind of backing a few of them, right?
Yeah, yeah. There's a few.
I think that, you know, being inside this world, and each week we do it and we bring you in as well, it feels very special. And can you feel that energy when you come in here on a night like tonight?
This is the first time that I'm here live and just soaking up the whole energy in the atmosphere. It's so special. It's when you're here in the room, you can just feel the good vibes, and like I said, that camaraderie, everyone cheering each other on.
But even
It's
look,
just wonderful.
what's happening right now, you know, you can go and take a